design and own for Scott by Scott Inc., which houses 4 brands. B Scott is my men's contemporary collection. Sarah Scott is our women's contemporary collection. The Odds is a American sports design inspired kind of workman wear kind of collection. And One of One is our bespoke shoe and bag collection. Scott by Scott Inc. is a family-owned and operated business since 2008. My father is in charge of the accounting and web development. My sister is in charge of women's designs and marketing for all the brands. And my mother basically is the glue who holds us all together and protects us from all killing each other. We've been in business since 2008. Really after the recession happened, my sister, my father, and I all lost our job within 1 month of each other. Scott by Scott originally started with B Scott, which is our men's contemporary collection. And that started because I had a good relationship with the factory overseas in China. He really believed in me from my previous job at Bsun. And he offered to finance my whole collection, and we started from there. I knew I couldn't do it on my own, so my dad came on to handle all the accounting in 2008 and web development. And in 2011, we launched the women's collection and brought in my sister to help with marketing and design. And we've been going strong ever since. We brought in the Odds a season later after the women's, and we brought in the bespoke bag and shoe collection at the same time. So I would definitely say family is a big part of what we do, and I think that's what's keeping us strong and keeping us moving towards the future. Basically, my days are consisted of a lot of different things that go on day to day. For instance, today we just started cleaning up our new retail and showroom that we moved into 2 months ago, 3,500 square foot office, so we're really excited about that. Basically this morning we had to get it cleaned up because we were painting and epoxying the floors, and after that I basically started working on reviewing my next spring collection for 2013 and going through the collection, making sure the samples are right, going through trims, making sure I have the right trims for finalizing all the pieces. Later, we went to one of our tailors that works on basically fixing samples that come back from China and making sure the fit's accurate and the trims are correct. After that, we basically came back and we had some meetings with 2 of our friends, Mary Louise and Vanessa, about modeling for our women's collection for Spring 13. There are pretty big DJs that are coming up in downtown Los Angeles and around the world. They're actually DJing W Hotels. Later, after we met with Mary Louise and Vanessa, I met with Gabriel, who is basically revolutionizing electronic bikes in the US. Kind of like how electronic bikes are a huge success in Europe and China. He just received a government grant to create all these electric bikes up in Portland. And he came to me to design the bags for all his bikes for this government grant. So we went over basic concepts and how the measurements would be laid out and some good ideas on how to make the bag unique with the new electronic bike that he's designing. So I was really excited about that. I think that's going to be a huge project for us to be working on. After that, we went to a couple of my factories. We went to David's. David is working on our women's collection and the Odds, and he is one of our LA factories that does cut and sew for us. After that, we went to one of our snap and trim factories where we saw some of our new women's samples that came back and some of our men's snaps that were put on some of the new samples for spring. There were a few problems with the women's samples, but you know, that's what happens, and we had to basically get them fixed. After that, we went to trims. We went to a trim house that's a huge trim house that has every type of button and snap that you can think of. I went there looking basically for new trims that I needed for Spring 13 to finalize the designs. My good friend Raul, who is my cobbler in Los Angeles, he's off La Brea Street, and he sews and makes all of my bags and shoes for all my designs that I give him. We went over a new shoe concept that I'm making for one of my clients in Canada. And after we went to Raul's, we got some exercise in and did some track bike riding around downtown, which I love to do with some of my friends. And we got a little skateboarding in and cruise around downtown.